welcome to Street Talk with me, Patrick Christys. And as you can see today, I'm in the epicentre of power. Look at it, isn't it majestic? You've got the shattered remains of Big Ben over there, and then the slowly subsiding main building just that way. Makes you proud to be British, doesn't it? It's the home of democracy, or is it? Because 3.5 years ago we voted to leave the European Union, and that still hasn't happened. Also now we have MPs that want to block a deal, block no deal, and block a general election. So, I'm here to find out whether or not people actually want a general election. You may be wondering exactly why I'm here now. Is because we thought that there was going to be a load of Remainers and a load of Brexiteers, you know, the usual kind of stop Brexit brigade. But they've all gone home because it's Friday. So it turns out democracy does sleep. Anyway, we're going to find out whether or not the people really do want a general election. Do you want a general election?
I do, yes.
Why?
Because I hate the Tories.
But if you get a general election at the minute and the Tories win, would you wish that you'd never asked for one, or do you just think we just need a bit of democracy?
At least we gave it a try, I suppose. They probably would win, to be fair.
Do you reckon?
I reckon, yeah.
Does it, I take it, you Labour, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Does it annoy you that Corbyn's kind of stopping an election at the minute, or do you just think he's being quite clever with it?
I don't know. You know how it is, mate. I'm so far out of it now that it just bores me, mate. It bores me so much now. It's like, I'm sick of turning on the news and it's all just like Brexit, blah, blah, blah. He's saying this. So just have a general election and then we'll just end it all.
Do you want a general election?
Yep.
Why?
Because I think we've gone a really long time without having that choice and a lot has gone on. And I think we need to kind of shuffle the chips, as it were, and have more of a fresh start, new group.
Would you be bothered if it meant that, Boris won a big majority? Are you not too bothered? You just want kind of more democracy?
I would be bothered, but I also want more democracy.
Do you want a general election?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Because I think people deserve to know where we're at and the right people get into government.
Does it annoy you that at the minute we're being blocked from having one?
Yes, it does.
What has that made you feel about? I don't know which way you vote. I don't need to know which way you vote. But what has it made you feel about the people who are blocking a general election?
They ought to get off their arses and come out and do a bit more.
Do you want a general election?
Not at this precise moment.
Why not?
Because I think the bill that has been presented to Parliament needs to be properly debated and discussed so that we then know exactly what it is that we're looking at in terms of Brexit.
Do you think that to some people it might look like we're delaying democracy in a way?
Certainly not, because the essence of democracy is being able to change your mind if that's what you need to do. And things have changed enormously in the 3 years since the original vote. And I think people do need to have all of the information at their disposal before they make an informed decision.
So you don't think it's as straightforward as Jeremy Corbyn feels like he might lose if he has an election now, and that's why he doesn't want to call one?
I think the issue for voters is nothing to do with Jeremy Corbyn, everything to do with what kind of Brexit.
Do you want a general election?
I just want it sorted.
Thank you. And by it?
Brexit, the country, and go back to work properly.
All right. Just out of interest, do you mind me asking which way you voted?
Last time?
Yeah, in the referendum.
For the Brexit party.
For the Brexit party?
Yeah.
Okay. So, does it annoy you now that Jeremy Corbyn's blocking a general election?
Everybody's blocking it. Everybody's blocking it from all sides. The Scottish Nationalists shouldn't have a vote in our Parliament, and they're blocking it.
What do you make of the state of democracy in this country?
It's you got the poisoned wolf in charge of it, the Speaker of the House of Commons, and it's farcical, really farcical.
Do you want a general election?
Yes, I think I do. I think even though I can understand why some people might be thinking there are bigger things to be worrying about than having an election and a process of campaigning, and some school headmasters might be a bit worried that the nativity plays might be called off in December. I think Labour have been banging on for months about they want this general election, they feel they can win. Well, show us that you can win. I think the reason why they don't want to now is they're scared. They know they're going to lose. So I think why not? Put it to the polls, put it to the people, and I think you're going to get some pretty honest reaction. People are a little bit fed up of things, and they're going to be pretty honest and strong in their opinions. So why not?
Yes. I mean, do you not think it looks a little bit like the Remainers lost the referendum, and then now they feel like they might lose again at a general election, and they're kind of stifling democracy twice?
They are. I mean, I'm honest to admit I voted Remain, but I can respect democracy. That's what we've grown up living in, and I find it ridiculous that we've spent all this time kind of trying to derail Brexit, even though I was a Remainer. But if you ask me now if I'd vote again, I'd probably say leave, just because I respect what the country voted for. And so I find it ridiculous that people kind of don't want to do it because they fear they would lose. And I think that's not the way you should run a country, is in fear of losing something. Actually put it to the test. Give people the right to vote, although Brexit hasn't necessarily been respected. But put it to the people. That's ultimately how you found out how everyone's thinking. At this moment in time, everyone is pretty strong in their opinion. So I just think, why not? What do you lose from having a general election?
So the people have spoken. It's pretty unequivocal that they want a general election. Maybe if our politicians got out of the bubble a little bit more, they'd actually give the people what they wanted. That's it for this week's episode of Street Talk. Make sure you comment below and tell us where we should go next time.